AIS Play ความบันเทิงระดับโลกทุกที่ทุกเวลา
ส่งต่อความมั่นใจสู้ไปด้วยกันนะครับ
China have won both gold medals so far. But Japan played superbly 4 years ago to take that silver medal. Only one of their squad from Incheon remains, the 30-year-old veteran Shino Magariyama, making her 92nd appearance today for the national side. Indonesia will bring with them to their home games 8 of the squad that took a bronze medal at the Southeast Asian Games in Kuala Lumpur last year. Nonetheless, it is going to be a tough challenge to get past an impressive Japan side, 9 of whom were Asian Championships runners-up 2 years ago in their home tournament in Tokyo. If you're new to watching the sport of water polo, here's how it all works. Each team has 7 players in the water, 6 outfielders and a goalkeeper. They can make their substitutions anytime, and the coaches can call 1 timeout per period. The game lasts for 4 periods, each of 8 minutes, and the players can score with any part of the body except a clenched fist. And as this is group play, it's 2 points for a win and 1 point for a draw.
Ladies and gentlemen, now announcing Team Japan.
Host nation Indonesia, followed out by the Japanese side.
Representing Team Indonesia, cap number 1, Pratiwi Ayudhya Swidarwati. Cap number 2, Mansinina Sara. Cap number 3, Trivian Shah Alia Nadira. Cap number 4, Firdaus Hana. Cap number 5, Priscilla Ivy Nerni. Cap number 6, Arsana Nyoman Ayu Savitri. Cap number 7, Sarimana Ubian. Cap number 8, Captain Siwabesi Ariel Dia Sininta. Cap number 9, Legawa Glindra Patricia. Cap number 10, Indirawati Fabrika. Cap number 11, Raida Radi. Cap number 12, Balkis City. And cap number 13, Asmarandana Dindadu. Representing Japan, cap number 1, Shioya Minami. Cap number 2, Arima Yumi. Cap number 3, Inaba Akari. Cap number 4, Magariyama Shino. Cap number 5, Sakano Chiaki. Cap number 6, Yamamoto Minori. Cap number 7, Hashida Maiko. Cap number 8, Nizawa Yuki. Cap number 9, Hosoya Kana. Cap number 10, Noro Misaki. Cap number 11, Tokumoto Marina. Cap number 12, Captain Suzuki Kotori. And cap number 13, Aoki Miyu. Ladies and gentlemen, the officials for this match, Dragan Stampalija and Tan Hong Bun. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise again for the national anthem of Indonesia.
National anthem's done and dusted. A rousing rendition of the Indonesian national anthem. Will it be matched by a rousing performance from an Indonesian side that is conceding a great deal of experience to this Japanese team? It's all rather friendly now. It will be less so when the teams enter the pool. Water polo, a fiercely competitive sport. If you're watching it for the first time, be ready to see a fair few fouls here and there can be some sin bin violations as a result. 22nd exclusion foul, the most common that you will see in the sport of water polo. And there is a 30-second shot clock as well. Players have got to get the attack moving fast. The teams have got to get moving. I'm not sure that he's one of the team. Zoran Kontic from Serbia looks after the Indonesian side. Hiro Motomiya, the Japanese head coach, giving final words of wisdom ahead of the start of the group play. The Japanese team, led by captain Kotaro Suzuki, making her 50th appearance, one of three players making her 50th appearance today, and watch for Shino Magariyama, number 4, making her 92nd appearance and the only survivor from the team that took silver in Incheon in 2014. Zoran Kontic choosing the quiet option. Goalkeeper Ayuda Pratiwi is likely to be very busy as is number 3, Alia Trifiansa, a real engine in the Indonesian setup. She will drive the attack down the wing and look to provide goal-scoring opportunities for her teammates. Good sense of team spirit in this Indonesian team. Most experienced players, Ariel Suwabesi, the captain, and Glindra Legawa, have only 25 appearances each. And 2 players, Ivy Priscilla and Rani Ryder, only making their 8th appearance today. So it is a squad that's going to really need to draw upon its status as the host nation to get that extra boost from the home fans. If they can get an early goal, if they can frustrate the Japanese attack early on, then anything is possible. Concede early and it might be a very long afternoon indeed. We shall find out in due course as the women's group play begins in water polo. Relaxed looking Glindra Legawa. Japanese team playing in the white caps. Anna Firdaus, 17-year-old, part of the team that took the Southeast Asian Games bronze medal last year. Saki Noro, the 22-year-old from Kanagawa. Just awaiting the referee's signal for competition to begin. To begin at 2:30 p.m. local time, which is a matter of seconds away. The whistle blows and water polo is underway at the Asian Games of 2018. The sprint is on. The hunt for the medals begins with the first sprint, and possession looked like it was going the way of Misaki Noro. Noro now driving forward for position. Positive start for Japan. First attacking opportunity. Japan look to make it a meaningful one. It's a really good stop by Pratiwi. Shot from Chiaki Sakanoe. A sign of perhaps what is to come for Pratiwi in the Indonesian goal. And once more, Japan really motoring forward. Good opportunity for Hashida. And that is in the back of the net already. Chiaki Sakanoe with the first goal. 22-year-old celebrating her 50th appearance with the first goal of the water polo competition at Jakarta Palembang 2018. No chance for Ayuda Pratiwi, who made a good save earlier. That's exactly what the Indonesian team did not want to have happen. It's a bit of a hopeful ball forwards, and it works out outstandingly. Equaliser from Sarah Manzolino. I'm not sure that she at all expected to receive that ball. Launched forwards, and unerring accuracy from the 23-year-old to beat Minami Shioya. Indonesia draw level. Maybe that's the Indonesian plan, the counter-attacking. If you're just joining us, the scoreboard appears to say that it's Indonesia 1, Indonesia 1. And there is another team playing, and it's Japan. It is one apiece, and it's Japan on the attack, not for much longer perhaps. Another very good stop by Pratiwi. Came buffeting back up off the water from the 17-year-old Maiko Hashida. Really used the bounce effectively. That's a really clever pass forward. Sakanoe moving backwards, looks for the option. Back it goes all the way to Misaki Noro. Long range effort from Noro, not far off the mark. Hasn't been much opportunity for the likes of Hana Firdaus to get forward. It's been effective pressure from the Japanese attacking line. Little chance for Indira Wati. It's another very accurate ball. This is good play. Indonesia have the chance to move up. Now, did Sakanoe commit the foul? Looks like it. That's the danger Alia Trifiansa poses. Really powerful swimmer, the number 3 for Indonesia. And they're moving the ball nicely now, the host nation. With Firdaus. Got some options. Asana might not have been the best one. Indira Wati looked well positioned, number 10 in the centre. Trifiansa still. Shot goes firing in off the crossbar by Nyoman Asana. And Indonesia lead Japan by 2-1. A turnaround here for the host nation. Super connection, no chance for Shioya. Eyes only for the target. 17-year-old Asana. That is the state of play with just over 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Suddenly, it is Indonesia with the advantage. It's a really good display from this inexperienced Indonesian team. They've fought back from going an early goal down to Chaki Sakanoe's effort. A little bit of a scramble. The ball goes to Pratiwi. Suddenly Indonesia have got time. Suddenly they've got range. Firdaus knocks it all the way back to Asana. Oh, it's a slightly difficult ball for Trifiansa. Trifiansa draws the foul, but they put pressure on themselves unnecessarily, the Indonesians there. Now with Kotori Suzuki, captain of the Japanese team. Misaki Noro's covered a lot of ground so far, going all the way, might well think about a shot there, and it slips under the body of Pratiwi. Misaki Noro with the equalising goal. Japan 2, Indonesia 2. Pratiwi might want another go at that. Just slipped underneath her body. Misaki Noro just taking a breather now in the rotating substitutions. Unsurprisingly, that was a really powerful swim forward by the player from Kanagawa. In the corner it goes. Foul committed, so it will be Asana's ball. It's a lovely idea from Asana. Shioya was alert. It's good goalkeeping. Right into the corner. Japan working hard to construct an attack, and it's saved by Pratiwi. Arima, it was with the effort. It's a really good motion by Arima. Stretch and shoot all in one, and an equally good motion by Pratiwi. Pratiwi likely to be crucial to Indonesian success today. Very good goalkeeper. Is that going to be a foul? Japan playing through and playing on. Exclusion foul has been called. Come back to that in a moment, because Japan are really well positioned for an attack. Sakanoe has it, and now it's back to the captain Suzuki. Saved by Pratiwi, went rather straight at the goalkeeper. Meanwhile, Fabrika Indirawati about to come back on after a 20-second exclusion foul from that foul at close range. Indonesia with a chance, but put right over the top. In a reasonable attacking position. Sarimana. Out at the other end, Japan. Sakanoe. Really good move, really good finish by Yumi Arima. And Japan lead 3-2. Southern Kontic opting to send on Glinda Legawa. Really good finish that from Arima. Tiwi didn't really have much of a shout. Five goals, 5 different goal scorers. And a really entertaining opening quarter of action in the pool at the Gelora Bung Karno Aquatic Centre in Jakarta. That's really nice play from Ivy Priscilla. Seeing off the challenge and drawing the foul as a consequence. 9 is Legawa, who's just come on. Looks like another foul going the way of the Indonesians. So we just got a little bit scrappy and rather a hopeful effort. And the shot clock was working its way down for Indonesia, so had no option but to just give it a hurl from near the halfway line. And this is a really good counter-attack. Pratiwi's got there. Excellent goalkeeping once more. I hope you're keeping count at home of just how many crucial saves Ayuda Pratiwi has made. The attack was from Akari Inaba. Powerful move forwards from Yuki Nizawa. This is a really good build-up from Japan. It's beautifully finished by Kotori Suzuki, the captain's first goal, and Japan lead 4-2. Is the gap starting to open now? That's really cool play. Took her time under pressure from Upia Sarimana. Slotted it really nicely past the goalkeeper. Looks as though a timeout has been called by Zoran Kontic. Coaches are allowed to call one timeout per period. And a wise time to call it actually for the Serbian coach, because Indonesia just starting to look a little vulnerable. What impact will the wise words have? So a look of concern on the face of Zoran Kontic. If you're just joining the action, it's water polo at the 2018 Asian Games, Japan versus Indonesia in the women's group. 6 teams, and they'll all be in action on this first day of play. Japan took an early lead. Indonesia fought back to lead 2-1 really impressively. Some good counter-attacking play by the Indonesians, but Japan have just started to turn the screw somewhat in the last few minutes. It's another hopeful effort from the Indonesians. If you're watching the game for the first time, wondering why you sometimes get those very hopeful efforts, as that is anything but a hopeful effort, as Jackie Sakanoe gets her second goal of the game to make it Japan 5, Indonesia 2. Well, the key is Japan are getting their shots away quickly. Indonesia have been caught a few times with those 30 seconds running down. Sakanoe had all the time in the world and enjoyed it. Second goal for Sakanoe. Inside the last minute of this first quarter of play. Trying to get back here, the Indonesians. They're a little bit outnumbered, and this is a very good attacking opportunity for the Japanese. Must be off the post. Not sure if Pratiwi managed to get a touch on that or not. Japan might well feel they should have scored that. They cultivated a really nice attack, clever turn from Sarimana. But a lot of powerful defending from 17-year-old Maiko Hashida. Comes at the cost of a foul, but just has stalled the Indonesian attack somewhat. Hannah Firdaus, it's gone a little behind Manzalina. Manzalina, the score of that equalising goal.
Timeout for white team, Japan.
Makihiro Motomiya just calls the timeout with a matter of seconds to go in the first quarter. I've seen his team come under some pressure from Indonesia early on, but just starting to settle now. Is there time for either side to launch one final attack? It's been a busy time for Ayuda Pratiwi in the Indonesian goal. Inbound the ball goes. The last few seconds, will Japan try to get a shot away? Not a hugely accurate pass, but Mizawa has a chance anyway. And no further goals in this quarter.
With the score 5-2.
And consequently, it is Japan who have the 3-goal advantage. After some pressure from Indonesia in the first few minutes, it is Japan 5, Indonesia 2 at the first break. It's been a tough first quarter for Indonesia, but there have been encouraging signs for the host nation. Most notably, they've shown that they can get a counter-attacking break against Japan, which is maybe what they're going to have to rely upon. Sakinoro scored one of the goals for Japan in that first quarter, as did Yoman Asana for Indonesia. Asana leading the way, the sprint is on, start of the second quarter, Japan 5, Indonesia 2 the score. It's a really good stretch by Noro. She's looked so alert from the sprint, and that is massively important. Indonesia on the back foot already. No change of ends until the halfway point's got to be a foul there by Firdaus. Firdaus has gone for 20 seconds, which are being eaten up by this Japanese attack. Not managing to cultivate a goal-scoring opportunity. Japan, and Firdaus will return to the field of play. This is what the Japanese did effectively for much of that first quarter is just push Indonesia back, and what it means, all that time they take to get the ball forward, they're having to shoot with a matter of seconds left. Meanwhile, Japan have open water in which to swim and a really good opportunity. Great stop by Pratiwi. Not to fault much of what the Indonesian goalkeeper has done. Trifiansa hasn't had the sort of space to work in that she had at the Southeast Asian Games last year. Here's the opportunity for Indonesia, especially with Japan playing short-handed. Karyanaba is on the sidelines. A miss from Trifiansa, just didn't get a meaningful connection, and likewise Sarimama. It's all got a little bit sloppy for Indonesia. Running out of time to fire in the shot. Suwabesi, the captain. And in the end, it's a pretty comfortable save from Minami Shioya. And suddenly the breakaway is on. It's really good distribution from Shioya, and it must be another goal. It is Japan's 6th goal, finished by Yuki Nizawa.
The score is 6-2 for Japan.
How different it might have been for Indonesia if they'd made the most of that short-handed attack. Instead, counter-attack from Shioya to Nizawa, and no mistake from close range by the 21-year-old. Indonesia had their chance, just a few loose passes. Asana. It's good defending. A little bit too robust in the end from Shino Magariyama. And Dirawati claiming quite reasonably that she was being fouled by Nizawa. That's a very clever idea. Nice shot. Tipped over the bar from Shioya. Massive agility needed from a water polo goalkeeper to get out of the pool, to get that kind of connection. Back in the day, back in the old days of water polo, the 1800s, late 1800s, the goalkeeper used to be outside the pool and would jump in to defend. We might be wishing she was outside of the pool because she's exposed here. Marina Tokumoto, it is the number 11 taking the ball forward. Maybe just took a little too long, Tokumoto, to get the shot away because the pressure started to appear. That's a clever touch. It's taken on really nicely by Suwabesi. Just flicked it beyond Noro. Dirawati in possession. Time just being eaten up, last few seconds, not going to get the shot away once more. This is what the very effective teams manage to do in the sport of water polo. Put sufficient pressure at the start of the attack on to stop those perhaps less experienced teams from building a quick attack. Japan have not really been caught out much by the shot clock in this game. Misaki Noro has it. Now on it goes to Tokumoto. Tokumoto's seen off the challenge. Japan will restart with Yuki Nizawa. They get the shot in pretty quickly now, Japan. And that was effective from Indonesia, just restricting Japan to a hit and hope from distance. One suspects Makahiro Motomiya will be reasonably happy so far. It's been a better few minutes for Indonesia, just the one goal they've conceded, just slightly started to put a plug in the Japanese attack. They might have a chance to build one of their own here. Trifiansa just losing possession with some quick thinking by the Japanese defence, and Yuki Nizawa has the chance to counter. Nice idea. Got a bit of space developing. Japan comes back off the post. Pratiwi doing her best to cover the ball.
Time out for blue team, Indonesia.
Indonesia calling a timeout. Zoran Kontic will summon the players over to the sidelines. It does also allow Makahiro Motomiya a chance to have a think. Number 9 for Indonesia is Glindra Legawa, making the 26th appearance today for the national team, along with Ariel Siwabesi, the captain, number 8, the two most experienced players in the Indonesian team. Maybe Legawa hasn't quite been able to get as much into the game as she would have liked to. Once again, just taking a long time for Indonesia to send that ball forwards. Now it's Legawa. Chance for the counter. Minami Shioya. Good distribution that the goalkeeper shown throughout the whole game as Noro moves the ball on in the direction of the captain, Kotori Suzuki. Just a little overly ambitious with that pass towards Magariyama. Now Sarimana has some chance to move the ball forwards. Again, the defensive pressure comes. Sakanoi was fouling Sarimana. Now Japan to break with plenty of space. In the clear, Misaki Noro, what a good save by Pratiwi. Another excellent stop by the goalkeeper. It was a case of who would blink first, and it was certainly not Pratiwi. That's great keeping. Doesn't matter what the sport is, some of the basics of goalkeeping are always there. Keep the body big. Don't commit until you have to commit. That's what she displayed, the 24-year-old. Important member of the team. Has a look, makes that pass look so effortless, just as though it's a simple flick of the wrist and nothing more, and from it a great attacking chance for Japan that's been put away by Kotori Suzuki, the captain's second goal. It's Japan 7, Indonesia 2, but it all began with wonderful distribution from Minami Shioya. That really is a marvellously constructed attack from the Japanese team. They don't just want to win, they want to win well and win heavily. Goal difference can come into play in the pool. Maybe Priscilla. 25, this is one of the older members of the Indonesian team. That's a bit of a tricky ball. They're both appealing for the decision. Hannah Firdaus and Michael Hashido. It's Firdaus who wins the decision. Again, a little bit too much asked of the attack, and again there's a wonderful pass and take. Shioya onto Nizawa. Have that ability to look as though they've got more time than they have, Japan. Magariyama. Saved by Priscilla, pushed right out into the centre of the goal and then knocked back by grateful defenders. It was Legawa who got the touch back in the end to the goalkeeper. Another good save by Pratiwi. Is Rani Ryder. Must be a foul by Suzuki.
Exclusion, white cap number 12.
Suzuki will head to the sidelines, clear impeding of the shooter. Trifiansa. Back to Trifiansa. Don't think she was quite expecting it. Now Legawa. Legawa must shoot, surely. Does shoot back off the post, and it's been flicked in!
Scored by blue cam number 5.
Ivy Priscilla got the touch.
Priscilla Livy
Extremely clever and quick thinking
for Japan.
by the Indonesians to get their
Timeout
first
for
goal
White
for a
Team
while.
Japan.
Just a reaction touch from Ivy Priscilla. Japan 7, Indonesia 3. Coming to the close of this second quarter. Check that the whistle's still working. Yumi Arima. And a more positive quarter for Indonesia. Lost the quarter 2-1. Well, Japan have a last say on the matter, which they might well do. Good pressure defending from Indonesia, but there's still going to be a shooting chance, or is there? It's just gone past, and time has run out anyway. That goal will not stand from Yuki Nizawa. Good defending right at the end by the Indonesians to run that attack out of time. Yet more very strong goalkeeping from Ayuda Pratiwi. As we look back at some of the moments of this second quarter. Shot not counting, it was after the timer. And at the half-time interval, it is Japan 7, Indonesia 3. Japan have just been by far the dominant team. They were much more dominant in the first quarter, 5-2 winning that one, only 2-1 in the second, so signs that Indonesia can hold Japan back a little bit more, but can they create sufficient chances? That's the dilemma.
ลูกชายชื่อสักกลินจ้า
ไอ้สัก
สักกลิน
รีบหน่อยนะน้องที่สายแล้ว
ไม่มีคำว่าสาย ถ้าวันตายยังมาไม่ถึง
ถึงโค้งก็ต้องแซง เพราะความแรงคือตัวตน
มันใช่เวลาคิดคำคมใหม่อะ
ไม่ได้คิดแต่มันติดอยู่ใน DNA
กูไม่เอา ไม่เอาแล้วเว้ย
ไม่มีคำว่าไม่ในพจนานุกรมของคนจริง
ไฟแมนสักกรินตูดหมึก
รถไว้ไอ้สักเบรกแม่บอกให้เบรก
20 กันยายนนี้ทุกโรงภาพยนตร์
ใกล้เข้ามาทุกทีแล้วนะครับกับมหกรรมกีฬาที่ยิ่งใหญ่ที่สุดในเอเชียกับเอเชียนเกมครั้งที่ 18 ครับ คนไทยทุกคนอย่าลืมส่งกำลังใจไปเชียร์ทัพนักกีฬาไทยด้วยนะครับสำหรับเอเชียนเกม
With all of the defensive effort they've had to put in, Sakinora was a clear winner in that battle. It does rather disservice to Trifiansa, who's such an effective sprinter in her own right at the start of play. Japan have plenty of time. Just a loose delivery allows Pratiwi the chance to send the ball in the direction of Hannah Firdaus. One of a couple of 17-year-olds, a few 17-year-olds in the team. And with Nyomana Sana and Glindra Legawa.
Exclusion. White cap number 5.
Japan will play short-handed with Chiaki Sakanoe heading to the sidelines, and a chance for Indonesia to put together a good attack. Firdaus, Trifiansa, Firdaus. Looking around for the shooting opportunity, it wasn't with Alsana. Now Alsana again, perhaps just didn't get the crucial touch. Trifiansa might. Trifiansa hits the post. That's bad fortune for Alia Trifiansa, who hasn't had that many opportunities to find the target. I think Shioya would have been beaten had the ball been on target. A really positive attack. On the subject of that, here come Japan all the way forward, and that is the sort of sucker punch that Indonesia have been hit with on a couple of occasions. Akari Inaba with her first goal to make it Japan 8, Indonesia 3. Not for the first time in the match, it's a case of what might have been. Indonesia failing to convert at one end, punished at the other. Akari Inaba, the 20-year-old from Toyama, part of the Japanese team that won the silver medal at the Asian Championships 2 years ago in Tokyo. It's well sent back to Shioya by Yumi Arima. And they're just moving the ball quickly and effectively. It's just going to delay and sit on the surface for enough time for Ayuda Pratiwi to get possession. But suddenly, Indonesia seem a little more stretched. Got a good opportunity here. Just a bit tough for Manzolina to put the ball past Shioya from quite an acute angle. Shioya has done so effectively in the game is distribute well. There's plenty of space for Arima. Scores. Really well finished by Yumi Arima for her second. Japan's 9th, the gap, 6 goals. It's just a very calm finish by Yumi Arima. City Balkis in possession for Indonesia. Just getting the sense now that after having worked hard in the second quarter to keep it to a single goal deficit at the end of that quarter, 4-goal deficit overall, they may just be tiring now, the Indonesians. They're playing against a team of real quality. Shino Magariyama, the veteran, 92nd appearance for the Asian Games silver medalist from 4 years ago, and she plays such a clever ball to allow Japan to build the attack that Arima hits, and it's a really good save from Pratiwi. Turn the ball onto the woodwork. She's due a little bit of luck, the goalkeeper. Sana dispossessed but unfairly by Noro. Just can't quite get space, Legawa. She has struggled to do in this game as a whole. Misaki Noro has always had space. This is lovely play from Japan. It's really nice. It's back off the woodwork from Akari Inaba. No protection from her team. Pratiwi, what a save that was from Ayuda Pratiwi. That might be the finest of the match. A wonderful reflex stop. What might this score have been had it not been for the goalkeeping efforts of Ayuda Pratiwi? Will be an Indonesia ball. Japan a little too vigorous in trying to regain possession. Trifiansa. Seven for Japan, the youngest player in the team. Kyoto-born Maiko Hashida. Off the post once more. I think Pratiwi might have got a little touch on the ball. It's getting really tough now for Indonesia. Sarimana tries to counter-attack effectively. Hashida, only a teenager, but not afraid of putting in an aggressive challenge or two. Will be on the verge of an exclusion foul. Nagawa.
Exclusion. White number 12.
Kotori Suzuki, who's been sent to the sidelines. Second time that Suzuki has picked up an exclusion foul, and another timeout for Zoran Kontic's team.
White number 12.
Hey.
Look out over the pool at the GBK Aquatic Centre. Just under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Indonesia in the Blue Caps trailing by 6 goals against Japan in this first men's water polo match. The 2018 Asian Games, they're going to run out of time to get the shot in. They're not careful, Indonesia. Trifiansa has it, being pushed backwards, and time surely will expire. Firdaus just sends it towards Shoya, but it was a comfortable one for the 21-year-old, who once again has managed effectively to free a player on the wing. Easy one for the goalkeeper. That's a nice, clever ball inside. Sakanoe couldn't get the shot away. Just 2 goals from Japan in this quarter. Looked as though it might be about to get a lot worse for a while, but Indonesia have pulled themselves together a little. That's clever play from Shoya. Sakanoe has time, has space, and has drawn a good stop from Pratiwi. Might well have finished that, Sakanoe. Given the opportunity, rather gift-wrapped by an excellent pass from Minami Shoya in the opposite goal. Still the chance is there. That one is too difficult for Pratiwi to reach. Akari Inaba's second goal, and it is 10 for Japan. 7-goal game now. Fingertips on the ball, Pratiwi, but no more. Seconds remain in the third quarter. Clumsy moment at the back by Indonesia, and pressure put on Ivy Priscilla rather unnecessarily. Egawa, number 9, moves the ball on. 11 is Rani Ryder. 2 setting upon Ryder straight away, then a third in the form of Nizawa coming across. It's wonderful recapturing of possession from Japan. Good at seizing upon those loose balls, and in contrast, Japan haven't given many loose balls away to Indonesia. Arima off the post. It was, I think, Akari Inaba in the end who fired the shot.
White card number 3.
Inaba being sent to the sidelines. Exclusion foul called on the 20-year-old.
White card number 3, 2 personal fouls.
Last 20 seconds, Japan looking to get goal number 11. A lot of rough and tumble between Yunori Yamamoto and Rani Ryder. Yamamoto has the ball once more. Last 10 seconds. Arima manages to control the ball. Deft little touch of the fingertips to bring that under control, but couldn't get the shot on target. A matter of seconds now remain. And that brings to a close the third quarter.
Third quarter is over with the score 10-3 for Japan. Red for 2 minutes.
Yumi Arima, one of 4 players on a hat-trick for Japan. And they're well in control now, the silver medalists from 4 years ago. 10-3 Japan lead Indonesia at the end of the third quarter. Question is, what is the way back now for Zoran Kontic's team? It's a lot to ask in the final 8 minutes of play to get 7 goals. Shutout from Japan in that last quarter. Indonesia, the first time they haven't scored in a quarter in this match. Japan getting 3 goals without reply, and it's a 7-goal advantage. Japan have set themselves up well for the contest with China tomorrow. For Indonesia, some very positive moments in this match so far. Worth reflecting on the fact that they were actually 2-1 up in the first quarter. It's been virtually one-way traffic since then. Different sprinters, same outcome. It was Yuki Nizawa this time rather than Misaki Noro, but Japan still have possession. They've been really effective from the sprint. Here is Misaki Noro. Always means that Indonesia is starting the quarter from a defensive position. Sana and Yamamoto collide. Yamamoto the victor in the eyes of the officials. Pressure now really on Yuda Pratiwi because it's a penalty shot. Well saved by the goalkeeper. A chance. Oh, that's cruel. Oh, that's tough. Yuki Nizawa getting the rebound. Sometimes when it isn't your day, it really isn't your day. Japan make it 11 goals to 3. It's a really good stop from Pratiwi. It could have gone anywhere. Went right back into the hands of Yuki Nizawa. And the 21-year-old gets her second goal in appearance number 30 for the national team. Second goal of the game, that is. It was a particularly cruel one for Indonesia to have to deal with. Good stop from Shioya. It was an effective turn and shoot. Goalkeeper very wise to it. It's really nice play from Japan. They're just moving the ball with such precision. It's the first goal for Maiko Hashida. Japan 12, Indonesia 3. Clever passing. Arima knew exactly where Hashida was. He had a real training ground kind of feel to it, that move. A routine that was polished and practiced and well finished by the 17-year-old. Cap number matching the number of appearances she has for the national team. A player who could well be a mainstay for Japan in years to come. And they are a more experienced team, this Japanese side. Yes, only Shino Magariyama remains from the Asian Games team. But they've got plenty of Asian Championship pedigree. Arima is on the sidelines as Indonesia try to make the numerical advantage pay off. Firdaus set upon by the defence. This is good play though, and it's just has it crept across the line. It has. Upiet Sarimana getting the goal. A consolation goal. Japan 12, Indonesia 4 now. Just crept its way across the goal line. Piet Sarimana's first goal of the game. She was part of that team that took the bronze medal at the Southeast Asian Games last year.
And white cap number 12, 2 personal fouls.
A number of Japanese players are on the verge of being excluded from the game. 3 penalty fouls, 3 exclusion fouls, and that's it. Including the captain, Kotori Suzuki, is in a difficult position. Tokumoto with the effort. Tokumoto from Ishikawa. That's really good play again from Japan. The defence is in 2 minds as to where to go. The ball has gone in the right place. Chiaki Sakanoe with a hat-trick goal, marking her 50th appearance for the national team with a hat-trick. It's clever feinting this way and that before beating Pratiwi and beating Sarimana in the first instance. Hat-trick for Chiaki Sakanoe. Indonesia still putting up a decent fight, determined to try and get as much out of the game as they can, give the crowd a positive finish. But it's all Japan at the moment. Minori Yamamoto drives the ball forward with such power in the shoulders. It's a lovely bit of passing, and it really is well finished by Maiko Hashida. Second goal for Hashida. 14th goal for Japan. The gap grows to 10. Indonesians just starting to tire now, and there's plenty of space. It's allowing Japan to put together precision moves. Second goal for the 17-year-old from Kyoto. Just over 5 minutes remain in this contest. The first water polo match at the Asian Games of 2018, the Jakarta Palembang Games. It started really positively for the host nation. They were 2-1 up against Japan in the first quarter, went on to lose that quarter 5-2, and since then it hasn't really looked like an obvious way back for the Indonesians. Physical fitness required to play this sport is nothing short of extraordinary. Maybe Japan, they've just got that little bit more tournament experience, they play more games. And here is the space once more. Sakanoe has possession, not too concerned about releasing the ball quickly, was just trying to draw the defence and did so to Kotori Suzuki. Suzuki passes it inside. It's a little bit of a stretch on that occasion. Firdaus. Trifiansa has really struggled to create space in this game. She's done well here, but it's effective pressure from Marina Tokumoto, and it means that there's only 7 seconds left on the shot clock, and Indonesia have just got to hurl one and hope for the best. The time is running out. Just sent the ball into the corner. But it is rather the story of the game. Japan putting early pressure on the attack. If you're new to water polo, that 30 seconds refers to the shot clock, the amount of time that a team has to build an attack and get their shot away without interruption. Plenty of successful interruption there from the Indonesian defence led by Rani Ryder. Sana looks around for an option. It's a loose ball. Trifiansa, I think, might have been slightly caught out. Sakanoe has pounced upon the opportunity, and it's a bit of a let-off this for Indonesia if Japan don't manage to score. But they have got the numbers now, and they have the goal now. Chiaki Sakanoe gets goal number 4 and team goal number 15. Pratiwi left rather exposed by that attack. Indonesia got themselves into trouble. The setup coming from Misaki Noro. And it's evident now that Indonesia are just starting to find it quite tough. It's been a really good display from Sakanoe in national team appearance number 50. Joined by Kama Hosoya and Kotori Suzuki, making 50 appearances. Ivy Priscilla, number 5 for Indonesia. They can defend off the attentions of Magariyama, easier said than done. Now Nyoman Asana scored one of the early goals. Wasn't far away there with a rather hopeful effort. It's a really good try. There's no way that Shoya was getting to that ball. Need a few more spectacular moments, Indonesia, if they're going to make this difficult for Japan in the last few minutes. Trifiansa takes it well. Arima is challenging a little too vigorously. It's a nice idea from Trifiansa. It's a tough swim that for Sarimana. Might just be a little bit too much on that delivery. Ryu Aoki, the substitute goalkeeper for Japan. It is Nizawa. Shot came in the end from Marina Tokumoto. There's been a lot of industry from Ayuda Pratiwi in this game. And the final timeout will be called by Zoran Kontic. He now has the job of getting his team back and ready for their next game. The water polo competition moves pretty thick and fast. All of these teams move on to their next match tomorrow. Indonesia will take on Hong Kong. Japan will face China, and they'll face China emboldened by the way this game has gone. Yuki Nizawa has some space. There are attacking options. It's been saved quite comfortably in the end by Pratiwi. Yuki Nizawa in search of a hat-trick goal, this time in search of a teammate, and manages to find Magariyama. Building the attack nicely. Good block from Sarimana. Last 30 seconds as Indonesia search to finish the game with a goal. Just give the crowd a bit of a lift at the end. Angelina, who scored their first goal. Japan defending quite hard, quite heavily. Don't want to give anything away at the end, and the chance flashes past the post. Indra Legawa yet to find the target in this game, and that might be her best chance disappearing. The last 10 seconds of the contest. Japan will be the team with the last attack and the chance to get the last goal. It was just slapped in the direction of the goal by Arima. And it brings to a close this match, and a victory for Makihiro Motomiya's team in the first water polo contest at the 2018 Asian Games. Didn't quite start according to plan for Japan, but they most certainly responded well when 2-1 down. As the game went on, they got stronger and stronger. The final score, Japan 15, Indonesia 4. Japan now will head into their next game with real confidence against China tomorrow. For Indonesia, for Zoran Kontic's team, a chance to rethink things ahead of the game with Hong Kong tomorrow. Certainly are some things for the Indonesian team to smile about. The resilience of Ayuda Pratiwi in goal for one. This Japanese team just showed their experience to dominate the game. Coming up next, the Thailand versus Hong Kong encounter. That in around about 15 minutes time at 10-4 local time here in Jakarta at the Gelora Bung Karno Aquatic Centre. And that the first match.
AIS Play ความบันเทิงระดับโลกทุกที่ทุกเวลา
ส่งต่อความมั่นใจ สู้ไปด้วยกันนะครับ